Good morning, Insanity. Ho ho ho, and a bottle of yum. Yeah, I'm definitely still sick, but I am doing better. I am working on it one day at a time. Good morning, Colleen. How are you? Hey, Steppy. How are you? I'm doing a little better today. I came back to work today, but if I start to feel like I'm overdoing it, I know that I can leave, but I'm going to try to tough it out today. Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for the heart me. Good morning, Diana. Yeah, I found out I have COVID pneumonia. I hope you have a great day, Insanity. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, it's been rough, but we're trucking on. Good morning, Happy Mama. Excuse me. Thank you for the heartbeat. Yeah, I did, and it stinks. I gotta plug in my hours for yesterday. Excuse me. I'm feeling a little bit better, yeah. Better than I was yesterday, for sure. Oh, that sounds like fun, Miss B. Excuse me. Oh, pumpernickels. There we go. And then for today, there we go. I'm not trying to ignore you guys, I promise. I'm multitasking. It is Tuesday. nuts. Just a second, guys. I gotta fill out my reporting for yesterday, even though the class is being rescheduled. I still gotta send in some reporting. Good morning, Christina. Dang, what time did everybody end up getting off live last night, Happy Mama? It's a little chilly in my house too, but I've got my air on. I feel a little better. I still don't feel great, but I'm a little better than I was yesterday, for sure. Yesterday I was sitting at my work desk and I was legitimately crying. Like, I can't believe I made it through the first few hours of the workday. I do, Fred. I top ones. Sometimes I wear them. A lot of times I don't wear them. Okay. Raining rocks. Good morning, Mickey. How is everyone? Good, I hope. Oh, typing ASMR. Listen, I type very, very quickly. I'm trying to... There we go. Remove. You guys got plans for today? Hey, JC, good morning. That's the summary for our... Any questions? Have a great day. 2 people out there. That's amazing, JC. I hope it's as soon as you need it to be. I have not, Mickey. I don't typically keep up with the LR stuff, to be honest. Stuff gets sent to me, but I just don't keep up with it very well. Grocery shopping day sounds fun. Good morning, Tracy. How are you? Hey, W. Not on the app, Diana. I do talk to her every day off the app, though. She's doing okay. She's just taking it easy. Her lupus has really been getting her down. Good morning, Jess. How are you? April 16th. That's not too far away. Good, W. I'm glad that you are moving forward with that. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I'll be honest, Diana, Green Eyes only goes into certain live streams, so that's probably one reason she hasn't been on here. I haven't been live, but I know she was resting yesterday. Yeah, there's a lot of sicknesses that are going around, and they're going around bad. Good morning, Hot Mess. How are you? It's like never ending. I don't hang with jealous. That's a weak disease. My computer just doesn't like me today. Stop it. Ah! I am almost done, guys. Excuse me. What in the world? That's a lot of devices on one Wi-Fi. Yeah, I do too, Diana. I'll let her know that you were thinking of her. Yeah, I talk to her at least once a day, every day off of the app to make sure she's doing okay. She's just getting some rest, taking care of herself as she should. I'm tired too, Hot Mess. Good morning, Emily. How are you? Now let me save this file. Check in. Download. Insert. Send. Boom. Good morning, Carmen. Good morning, Angie. I'm doing a little better, Emily. I still feel like crap, but I am definitely better than I was. But I am definitely better than I was. It has been a wild last couple of weeks on the TikTok streets. I know that much. Yeah, I can breathe better this morning for sure. I mean, I've still got all of that nasal congestion and some chest congestion, and I'm still coughing, and I still have to pace myself. But I don't feel like an elephant is sitting on my chest right now. I'm sad. I missed Reaper's scammer, TikTok scammer Kahoot last night. I'm really bummed about that because I was so excited about that. Hopefully, I can talk her into doing another one very soon. I do not blame you, JC. It has been crazy, Happy Mama. So crazy. And I feel like friendships are falling apart, and I know it sucks. Yeah, it's just like TikTok. If you go onto YouTube and it shows that they're live, you would just click it, and it'll take you to their live stream. There's a live chat and everything. Yeah. I sometimes prefer YouTube lives to TikTok lives, to be honest. It's been a lot. Yeah, you can do video on YouTube. That's up to you if you want to have your camera on or not. You don't have to have your camera on YT, but you can. Whenever you're going through a StreamYard, it gives you the option to do camera on or off. And if you turn it off, you can always turn it right back on. It's whatever you want to do. Yeah, Stewie's been playing around with YT a lot to get used to it. You're right, Happy Mama. I know. I just think that the falling out that seems to be taking place right now doesn't have to happen if everybody would communicate. But I don't know. I don't know. I think there are a couple of folks that are upset with each other. I didn't do nothing. I did not do nothing. I have been trying to stay out of all of it. I've just been trying to be civilized with people. You know, even if I don't consider somebody a friend, I have been trying to be civilized and respectful, because at the end of the day, when I say that I just want to see everybody smiling and laughing and having fun on this app, I mean it. And I mean that for everyone. I need to be more active on my YT. I was going live on there at least once a week, but I haven't been, but I need to. I've met some pretty awesome people on YouTube. And that's how it should be, Jess. That's really how it should be. People get butthurt because, especially when I feel like things are getting too serious and things are getting too anxious, I try to do stuff to make somebody laugh. Like I fart in the phone. Whatever I have to do. I don't care. But people get mad and butthurt over it. And you know what? I never claimed to be the most mature adult out there. I am very much still a child at heart in a lot of ways. And if you can't handle the fact that I find farts and dropping deuces and toilet talk funny, then I don't know. I don't know. I agree, Emily. I agree. I don't guess I know who that is. And that's all I want to do is make people laugh. That's really it. Yeah, definitely share it with me. Phew. I'm so tired. I just want to go back to bed. I'm not making no coffee. I just popped the top to a peach monster. Good morning, Boss Mom. How are you? Coffee just makes me have to go to the bathroom. Me too, Boss Mom. Me too. I do like coffee, though. Yeah, I used to do that. Set the timer so that it would be ready whenever I got up. Obi. You know, I will say this. There were some things last night whenever I got off the app that really weighed heavy on my heart. I don't like the Fiesta one. It tastes gross to me. I do not like that one. I like the, I forget what flavor it is. It's the white and silver can. I like that one. I like the strawberry. I like the watermelon. I like the, I think it's called like sunrise or sunset or something like that. And I like the peach. I like the dry one. I like the regular one. I like the nitro. I like most of them, but I do not like the Fiesta one. Good morning, Michelle. No, I do not want to co-host with you. I haven't had that yet. I'm okay, Michelle, and I'm still pretty sick, but I'm definitely doing a little better this morning. Yeah, happy mama. Here's how I look at it. We only see what people allow us to see. We don't see what happens off of the app. We don't see what people are dealing with away from the screen. You know what I mean? And we are all human beings, which means we all have hearts. We all wear scars. We all have mental health struggles. And while there was a lot of deflecting and obsessing over the comments last night, at some point as a human, we find ourselves sitting in silence with our thoughts. And if this person ever finds themselves sitting with their thoughts and realizes, hey, some of these people really were trying to help, and some of them really may be able to point me in the right direction to make things better for me and my son. I don't want that person to feel like they can't reach out to anyone, if that makes sense. And this is one of my flaws, and people can get mad at me for this, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. I cannot stand the thought of anybody feeling like they are alone in anything. I never want a person to feel like they're alone, ever. There is no justifying things that have been said. Of course not. But we do have to think about long term for everyone involved and just remind people that even though you weren't truly listening last night, if you do get to a point to where you are ready to listen, be quiet and listen and absorb what we're saying, maybe not do it on the app. Maybe find someone that you're comfortable with and have a one-on-one conversation, or a couple of people on a conversation, but maybe not on the app. I just can't stand the thought of anybody going through something and feeling like they're alone. That eats at me, y'all. I cannot tell you how many times I had, before I found this app or anything like that, how many times I felt like I was alone and had nobody to turn to or talk to. And I don't ever want to make someone feel that way. Good morning, Lady D. How are you? Yeah, I agree, Pippi. I do. Facts, Happy Mama. Facts. I think that there is a lot of changing on this app and off this app with a lot of people for things to get better. I think there's a lot of assumptions. There's a lot of judgment happening. There's a lot of negativity in situations to where we're supposed to be promoting positivity. There are instances where everyone, myself included, like everybody, there's always going to be an instance to where every single person could have handled a situation better. You know what I mean? Like we're human. Again, like I said, we're not perfect. Yeah, I'm okay, Michelle Lynn. I don't know. And listen, look, I don't want to see someone like Septum get off of this app. This person doesn't even like me, but I felt so sad for him last night because people see Septum as this, some people see him as not nice or, not caring, whatever the case may be. And that comes with being part of the awareness community at times, right? But what people don't realize is he reached out to her on the back end and he really tried to help her and tried to guide her in the right direction. And then I imagine it did not feel good. It did not feel good. I imagine it may have felt somewhat like a slap in the face. I don't know. I felt bad. And that's okay, Septum. I mean, we're humans, you know what I mean? We're humans, and we are all unique in ways, and we're going to have different opinions on things. That's okay. All I know is I have a heart, and sometimes my heart can be a big downfall for me, if that makes sense. I hope everything is okay with your pup, Chrissy, and I hope you have a great day. I don't know. I get it, Happy Mama, I get it. I'm just hoping for a better day today for everybody. That is my hope. Good morning, Space Alien. Yeah, listen. Been there. It's an emotional roller coaster. Absolutely, Chrissy. We have to protect our peace. And that's something that I have had to learn, like, with experience on this app, the importance of protecting my peace. Hi, allegedly. How are you? Right, happy mama, right. And I agree with you, JC, and there is so much to learn out there. And because TikTok is full of people from all over the world, there's so much that we can learn from each other. Listen, Septum, when I tell you, I feel you on so many levels. Boss Liar stalked me to the point that she really had people questioning if she wanted to wear my skin. Listen, it's some good and bad on this app. But at the end of the day, I also agree. I've met a lot of good people. People that have had such a good impact on my life, such a good impact on my heart. And I love that. I cannot. A raggedy skin suit. Hey, allegedly. Listen, I would, ain't no way. Hi, Mimi. It is some crazies from this app. It is absolutely some crazies. Ugh. Good morning, Cat. How are you? Her $1 million kitchen is under your sink. Probably got that fake paralegal license under your sink too. That's okay, Debbie. I appreciate you being here. Same, hot mess. But it's someone from this app? Hi, Kelly. I'm doing a little better this morning. I am still sick as all get out, but I'm doing better. Oh, I did away with Discord just as quick as I went into Discord. Back when LR and Kim were doing their Discords, I went in for one night. And then I left. I deleted it, and I could not tell you how to get it back on my phone if I tried. At least not for that account. I would have to create a whole new account. I can't. That part, oh, hot mess, that part. I 100% stand on everything that you just said. Blood sugar. My gosh, do you guys have any orange juice? I know orange juice helps with low blood sugars. Orange juice, peanut butter. I need to create a new Discord, but I don't want to be on all the servers that other people are on. I don't need anything else to have me on this phone any more than I already am. Fortune cookies and cornflakes. Hey, AM. Good morning, Chris. Yeah. Peanut butter crackers are definitely good for low blood sugars. So I have diabetes, but my husband's grandmother, before she passed away, she was a type 1 diabetic, and her blood sugars would bottom out so often. So I remember we would have things like, peanut butter crackers or peanut butter in the jar. We would have orange juice. We would have very sweet Kool-Aid. And then there were other things, but yeah, it's 7:55 in the morning here, so. See, I'm allergic to bleach, Miss Rhode Island. Legitimately, I am allergic to bleach. I have to be very careful when cleaning with bleach or my throat will start to close up. And I think that there are a lot of people, JC, that find themselves wrapped up in the stuff but they really don't like the drama. All I know is I truly believe there are a lot of people that are trying to do better and be better, and I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. I've been staying out of a lot of shit that normally I wouldn't have stayed out of. I'm proud of myself, and I plan to every single day work hard to do better and be better than I was the day before. I'm not a bad person. I'm really not. And I have a huge heart. Sometimes it's too big. But I have to realize that at the end of the day, not everybody has the same heart that I do. And at the end of the day, not everybody's going to like me, and that's okay. It all falls back into accepting the things we cannot change and having the courage to change the things that we can. And that's what I need to focus on moving forward. I do too, happy mama. I do. That is one of my biggest downfalls. Yeah, Kat, I've been staying out of stuff, and I've been trying to get along with everyone. I don't have to be friends with someone to be civilized with them and respectful with them. If they're respectful to me, then I'm going to be respectful to them. Enjoy your conference call. And if they're not respectful to me, then respectfully, I'm going to walk away as long as no boundaries are crossed. You know what I mean? Yes, adulting. I just have to remember what I came to this app for, what goal I had. And I need to stay following that goal. And that was always to make other people smile and make other people laugh. Be that positive light during somebody's dark day. Right, Kat, I agree. And it's okay to agree to disagree on things as long as you can do it like an adult, maturely and respectfully. I can have some of the best conversations with people who have differences and opinions than me, as long as we can have a respectable conversation and we can be respectful to each other. I mean, those are some of the most interesting conversations. And there are obviously always going to be boundaries. 100%. There are going to be boundaries. Yeah, facts. Good morning, Dorlinda. How are you? Yeah, I agree, Daisy. Because it's a whole wide world that we're living in. Yeah, it's one of those boundary things, you know what I mean? I don't know. It does. It does seem small sometimes. Yes, new name. For those that didn't know, Malie Red Queen and Charlie and their whole clan thought that they were going to dox me and my name of Jessica Pringo. But what they didn't realize is not everybody puts their legal name in their email address. My dog's name is Ringo. hence the email JP Ringo 0987. So now I'm Raggedy Pringo. But here's the deal. I've been doxxed already. My whole government name has been doxxed. My address has been doxxed. When Boss Liar was threatening to show pictures of my home, my alleged trailer, listen again, there's nothing wrong with living in a trailer. There's a trailer right next door, and it's a nice trailer. But when she doxed to show picture or threatened to dox pictures of my home, I put it out there myself. I don't have anything to hide. And if somebody wants to act crazy and show up at my house, you can be met with 100 pounds of German Shepherd, amongst other things. Like, don't be stupid. I don't even have Reddit. And ain't that crazy? I have been on this app in the midst of so many things for the last 4 years. And if anybody knows who Kanisha Davis is, and if Nookie was in here, Nookie I know knows who I'm talking about, because that's when I met Nookie. I've been around since the Kanisha Davis days. And I had Reddit very briefly back then. Because listen, when I tell you that we were all going so hard to get that girl off of this app, people weren't even using Discord much back then, to be honest. Like, they were on Reddit. It was Reddit and TikTok. That's where everything went down. It was wild. That is all that I know to say. You want to go down a rabbit hole that you can go down without having to stress because she is off of this app? Look up Kanisha Davis. I'm telling you, I know Nookie has to still have those videos. This girl, unalived animals all over their yard. Unalived cats in the bathtub, y'all. Like, they claim they couldn't take a shower because they didn't have water. That's not why. It was bad. I'm telling you, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars scammed for hotels. People bought them a tent, and they refused to use it. They stayed in it, I think, a night, maybe 2 nights. And then there was this elderly lady named Robin who was enabling the fire out of them. Kanisha has faked so many pregnancies and miscarriages. She has faked DV. She's faked multiple cancers. She has lied about her situation just to get into a DV shelter. There was a lady who faked her own unaliving just to get away from Kanisha. It was wild. Hang on, I'm trying to read this comment. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I don't think it. I hit decline. I was wondering why I was trying to connect. Who's on YouTube? Amanda Bowden. Oh, Amanda. I don't know who that is. I don't guess. TikTok is lagging for everybody, Janelle. Like, if you're not in boxes, TikTok lags. The only thing you can do is leave and come back. It's bad. And I don't think they're going to do anything about it, since it's allegedly going away April 5th. Dang. I've heard about this one girl, and she's got like a whole bunch of kids and goes by Kiki. I've heard about her. I've heard about, they call her Mama Bree Bree or something like that. I watch stuff about her a little bit. And then there's someone named Cece. And then there's Tim and Angela. Tim and Angela actually live in the same town as me. And I know who they are, 100%. Good morning, Hope. And I have told so many people, Angela has been doing this for years. Like, legitimately years. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the same person. Whoever this Cece is allegedly just recently said to be a few weeks pregnant. I don't know. I don't know if he did or not. I saw someone live yesterday morning talking about that, but here's the thing. That man has had so many jobs and they never last. They never last. He was doing pretty good at one point several years ago. He was working, I think it was a second shift job, and held it pretty steadily for a while, and that's when they were living with Angela's grandmother. And then ever since then, every job he gets, it seems like he works for a week or two, and then he's jobless again. I don't know who that is, Cody. I need some new stuff to watch, y'all. Y'all gotta send me some stuff, because I really don't. I can't watch Danny and Gabby. I've been watching them for almost 4 years now. I just cannot. They bore me. Josh and Ada, I've heard of them. I've never really just sat and watched them. You have to share it with me, Kat. Gabby, JC. Listen, I cannot keep up with Gabby's energy. Who is Maggie Foster? Listen, I don't know any of these names. And that's not the first time that she's done that, JC. There are at least 3 times that I know of. She did it once in, I think it was Illinois or Indiana. I can't never remember the state. And then she's did it twice just in the last year. She is annoying. The sound of her voice gives me a whole headache. And then I can't watch Danny because Danny is so loud and obnoxious. And the way that Danny eats really makes my stomach hurt. But I feel like there has got to be some interesting stuff going on out there in the scammer world. And I feel like I'm missing it. Oh, yeah, I can't watch Kim Peters eat. I cannot. Yeah, I've watched Gabby and Danny off and on for going on 4 years. One of my friends that I met on here a few years ago, Melissa Sue, her name on here is Shorty Backflip. After we got done with the Kanisha Davis stuff, that's kind of what we moved on to, was Danny and Gabby. But when we were dealing with Kanisha, that's all you had time for. They made an awareness page on awareness. I cannot. I don't call myself awareness because I don't have time to be awareness. Yeah, I can't listen to Kim Peters. Y'all saw how long it took me to go through that stuff of Lori Jones when her stepsister sent it to me. I will say, once I'm feeling just a little bit more better, or a little bit better, I'm going to reach out to Lori's stepsister. And I would love it if I could get her on a panel and just talk to her. And she wouldn't have to answer anything she didn't feel comfortable. But I think that people need to hear her out. I do. But I just don't know if she will. Yeah, I think a lot of people would like to hear from her. So I'm hoping I can talk her into it. I want her to know, she doesn't have to answer anything she doesn't want to, and if it starts to feel like too much, we can shut it down. Alright, y'all. I actually may hop off of here for a little while. I haven't seen. I need to get some more work done, and then I may pop back on here in a bit. It is going to be a pretty slow work day for the most part today, so I have some extra time. But I did say last night I would go live this morning, and I shall not tell a lie. But I hope that you guys have a great Tuesday. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Remember, you guys are beautiful. You guys are amazing. And most importantly of all, every single one of you are absolutely fucking worth it. Bye, guys. Thank you for the rose.